What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well, and we've got some Seattle Seahawks news here. Although, really, it's more NFL news because this affects every single team in the league. If you're watching this video, you are probably mostly concerned with the effect on the Seattle Seahawks. So let's talk about it, let's break it down, and let's dive into the ramifications here. So, a couple days ago, I made a video talking about the salary cap for 2024, how the initial projection of 243 million seemed like it was going to be low and it was going to be potentially closer to 250 million. Well, earlier today we got the actual figure and it's more than both of those numbers. The actual 2024 NFL salary cap is now set officially at 255.4 million. This has been confirmed at many other sources beyond just Jonathan Jones here on X. Schefter was tweeting about it, so it's official. 255.4. So that is 13 million more than the initial assumption, and it is 5.4 million more than the assumption of a couple of days ago. So that is significant. That is big. And there is definitely going to be an impact from this. The big free agents are now going to want more money because they see an opportunity to take a equivalent piece of the pie that is now a little bit bigger. And you are also going to see teams have an easier time retaining their outgoing free agents, and in some cases maybe feel enabled to go out and spend more on the open market. But there's definitely going to be a significant effect on free agency in a couple weeks here. It'll probably cut both ways. But remember, majority of the players in the NFL are not free agents. They're not up for a contract renewal. So for the most part, the effect on these teams is going to be positive. They're going to have more money to spend on free agents, more money to spend on extensions. And this, of course, has a very positive effect on the Seattle Seahawks because they are one of the teams that were previously very close to the salary ceiling. They were very close to going over the cap. Now, obviously, there are a ton of things they can do to change that. They can get rid of Adams. They can get rid of Diggs. They can do something with Lockett. They can do something with Ballore. They can do something with Monet. Previously, until yesterday, they could have done something with Geno. Now, not so much. But now they don't have to do nearly as much to get in line with league mandates. So Spotrac is updated. Spotrac is updated with the latest. They have Geno's new cap number here at 26.4. So they've updated the Geno contract, and they've also updated the perceived salary cap. If you scroll down to the bottom here, you'll see that. 255.4. Previously, it was 242.5, I think. So it's improved by almost 13 million. And you can see the effect that this has had. Now, the Seahawks are sitting on over $16 million in cap space. So that is more than enough to pay all of your rookies. That might be enough to pay your rookies and then handle the first-year cap hit on a significant free agent. Somebody like I'm not going to say Leonard Williams or Patrick Queen, but maybe if you move down a little bit, somebody like a Jadeveon Clowney, you could probably absorb his cap hit with the money that we've now got on top of the rookie class. So that's a big deal. And of course, it affects every team, but this means more for the Seahawks than it does for some of these other teams, because for some teams, this is a drop in the bucket. Like I said, if you're a team like the Bears or you're a team like the Commanders, those teams had so much cap space already, having a little bit more only has so much effect. But for a team like the Seahawks that was kind of up against the wall for a little bit there, this matters. So what some people are going to maybe wonder is, was the Geno thing a mistake now because we have more cap space than we thought? This adjustment created at least 5.4 million more than we thought we were going to have, and arguably it created about 13. So some people might wonder, well, was the Geno thing a mistake? I don't think so, because obviously our offseason does not stop at just signing our rookies and signing somebody like a Jadeveon Clowney. There's a lot more work that need to be done. We need to probably work on retaining like a Leonard Williams. We might need to retain one of our linebackers, either Wagner or Brooks. We're going to maybe retain somebody like a Michael Jackson. We're going to have to work to retain some of our other outgoing free agents. Maybe we want to keep Noah Fant. Maybe we want to keep Colby Parkinson. Maybe we want to keep Damian Lewis. I don't, but maybe they do. It's within the realm of possibility. And then you're going to want to go out and spend some money on free agents as well from other teams. So there's a lot more work that need to be done, and the $4.8 million you saved on Geno's deal for 2024 is part of that. So I think the team was aware that this was a distinct possibility. They knew the cap could be going up higher than expected, and they did the Geno thing anyway because they know they're going to need even more cap space. And if you're a believer in the whole trading theory, that too. I'm going to make another video talking about that a little bit later today, but I know that there are some people out there who are buying this theory that the Geno contract move was to make him more appealing in a trade. I'm not really buying that one, but I know that it is a theory that is being bandied about. But either way, I believe that the decision to restructure Geno was made knowing that the salary cap could be going up, and I still think it is a perfectly fine move. I don't have a big problem with it. I don't think anybody really should. We're talking about less than $5 million there for a move that could, I mean, that creates enough cap space to do a lot of things. That's enough cap space to cover your injury buffer for when the season starts, because teams want to have at least $3 million, usually like $4 million, to cover themselves for injury so they can pick up players mid-season. Some teams are going to want to carry about $3 to $4 million in space into the regular season so they can afford to make a trade without making any big moves mid-season. So that kind of move is still going to be part of the solution here. And we've got many more moves to make. Adams is obviously going to get released in the coming days. Maybe something gets done with Lockett. Maybe something gets done with a guy like Will Dissly. But I think that the Geno restructure was part of it. By the way, he still has over $11 million, almost $12 million that can be restructured to create about $6 million in additional cap space if we decide to go that route. So this is definitely very significant. I think you can expect the top free agents to get even more money now. Like if you thought Kirk Cousins was going to get $50 million a year before, he's probably going to get like $54 million a year now. If you thought Patrick Queen was going to get $18 million a year before, he's probably going to get like $20 now. It's just kind of the trickle down. But overall, this is great news for all teams, especially teams like the Seahawks. So I'm happy. Currently sitting on over $16 million in cap space with the opportunity to pretty easily create a lot more and have a good full offseason, bringing back what needs to be brought back, doing what needs to be done, and fielding a good competitive team in 2024. So let me know what you guys think about the salary cap move. Let me know what you guys think about where this league is headed. It's one of the biggest cap jumps ever. I think the only cap jump that was bigger as a percentage was right after COVID, because the cap went down the year we had COVID, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, it's big news. And a guy like Leonard Williams now might cost an extra $1 million a year more. A guy like Jordan Brooks might cost an extra $1 million a year more, because that's how it works. But for the most part, this makes life a little bit easier. See you guys later. Go Hawks. More videos coming soon. And let me know what you think.